Hi everyone, I thought I'd just pop in and give a little bit of a channel update because we're going to have some new content coming up on the channel soon. Now, if you've just randomly clicked on this video and you're thinking, well, yeah, who even are you? My name is Michelle and I've been teaching watercolour painting and drawing here in the southeast of England for many years, decades. I've been teaching for decades. Anyway, so recently we've been having just one main video a week and you've all been enjoying, not only watercolor painting, but I've got a lot of people have come onto the channel from drawing. I've got an oil pastels video that's doing very well at the moment. So, there's some mixed media stuff going on. You liked the ink painting that I did recently. I'm trying not to swing on my chair here. I've got a terrible habit of doing that. Now, I've been actually building a course and that takes up so much of my time. So there's two main things that I do in order to gain an income. And the first one is YouTube, but the main one is actually selling online courses of painting and drawing variety. So I've been doing a large course at the moment and that's been taking up all my time. So I've only had time to do one YouTube video a week. Now, I'm not planning on building any more large courses as we go through the year. We'll talk about smaller ones, but I'm not planning on putting out any more large courses this year. So that means I've got more time for YouTube. So I've noticed recently that some of the other artists on YouTube, similar channels to mine, they're very much concentrating on Patreon. Now, a lot of you know that I was on Patreon and I left, and then I had channel membership here on YouTube. I still have a low-level channel membership by which you can just make a small donation of a couple of dollars a month. Please feel free to do that if you enjoy the content here. But I don't have any membership programs whereby I put up content for you each week, and I found it very stressful. I do have a very busy life in my I use the term spare time. I don't have any spare time. In my spare time, I'm also a martial arts instructor now, so there's all of that going on as well. And I like to travel and things like that. So I love putting up lots of videos. I love working hard and making lots of videos. When I feel like, I have to do another video by 3 p.m. tomorrow, it's really stressful. I also found with Patreon, and I've made a whole video about why I left Patreon, but a couple of the main reasons were that the billing system was just terrible. I mean, nobody wants to join somebody's Patreon on the 31st and then get billed again on the 1st, because that's the way Patreon works. I don't know if they're going to change that, if they have changed that, but I found that really awful. It's not the way I want to treat people. I also found that it was just impossible to organize my work. There's no organization on Patreon. It's almost like a Facebook feed. You just put up content and it lives there and people search it out as best they can. You can't make a menu or organize things. I was going to use a word I shouldn't use, and I'm very much into organization, shall we say, and I do like putting things in files and folders and boxes and sorting everything out, and I just couldn't do that on Patreon. I couldn't make it easy for people to find certain tutorials and certain ones in a row. So I did leave Patreon, and I've come to understand that I really enjoy just doing YouTube, and I've been quite successful at selling online courses as well, and these are the things that I like to do. So the YouTube channel's been growing very slowly the last few months, and that's partly my fault, because one thing YouTube wants is more content, and I'm quite happy to make it. But of course, if I'm building a course or something at the time, there's only so many hours in the day. So for the rest of this year, I'm going to try and grow the channel a bit more. I'm going to put up some more content. Now, I don't have time to make an extra video, a full video exactly the same as the one that I put up each week. So I'm going to do something else instead. We're going to have a second video, but it's going to be a different video. I'm talking here, I'm wondering if I was just eating some chocolate. Anyway, enough about that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put up a second video. We're going to call it Masterclass. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop you straight into one of my paintings. So I'm going to drop you, so it's not going to be a full tutorial, although that may be available at a later date, but I'm going to drop you into a painting perhaps when I'm drawing something, or I'm going to drop you into a painting maybe when I'm painting the background or when I'm concentrating on a flower or something like that. And so you just get sort of a 10-minute video of me working on my own work. So I'm really excited about this idea. There's not going to be long intros or anything like that. We're just going to have this shorter video. What I'm going to do is I've been putting up my main video on a Friday, so we're going to try and move that to Thursdays. And then I've got an idea that I might put the new one up Sunday mornings. There's a company that I buy dressmaking patterns from sometimes, and they do a little sort of roundup every Sunday morning. It's so lovely just sitting there with a cup of tea, watching the little video. So I think that we might do the second one, the masterclass videos, on a Sunday. I'm also going to go back to doing some shorts videos. Now, for the next few weeks, by which I mean June, beginning of July 2024, things may be a little bit haphazard. I will try and get enough content together, but I've got a lovely girl called Chloe who helps me a little bit with video editing, works part-time for me. And of course, I still do a lot of my own editing as well. And Chloe and I are actually trying to change editing programs at the moment. So I've got a really, really cheap rubbish, I say cheap, by which I mean free, a free rubbish editing program. So we're trying to start using a better one. Of course, they are more complicated. Chloe is a trainee dance teacher and I'm an artist, and we're not video editors. We're doing our best to get the hang of this new editing program so that we can get better videos out there, and so that they'll be faster to edit, because the one I've got is really very clunky. Indeed, you can't put text on the screen very easily, so we have to make all the text separately in a graphics program and drop it in. So we're trying to do that. Also, Chloe is going on holiday in a while, and I'm also shortly after that taking a holiday myself. We're going, both of us, going off to seek the sun for a little while in different parts of the world. So for the next few weeks, it may be a little bit up and down, a little bit bumpy. But that's what I'm planning. I'm planning on doing an extra video each week for you, so you'll have 2 completely free videos. If you are interested in the courses that I make, there's a link in the description. If you're watching this on the day it goes up, my flower painting, my watercolor flower painting course has just launched. And on launch, we have the biggest discount that there ever is. There are sales. You know, I don't put them on sale all the time. I sometimes have a sale through the year. And then the big sale that we have is on Boxing Day. So if you're watching this video in 6 months' time, you think, well, I like the sound of that flower painting course, but I've missed that initial discount. There's always a sale on all of my courses from Boxing Day through to New Year. So do look out for that one. The way you find out about anything I've got on sale is to either be in my Facebook group, or if you've downloaded anything from me and got on my mailing list, or you can fill in a form on my website just to go on my mailing list, then you'll get those offers that come directly to you. Now, going back to the second video that I'm going to be doing, the masterclass video, I will probably offer those. I haven't done any mini courses for, so I've got some mini courses. I sell my courses on a platform called Thinkific, and I've got a few mini courses. And what a mini course is a single project. So basically, you do one project with me from start to finish, one painting with me. There's usually, depending on how complex it is, there's between 3 and 5 videos. The first one will be drawing, and then you'll go through the painting process with me. So with some of these masterclass videos, what I'll do is I'll probably drop you into the same painting at different stages 3 or 4 times, and that will be completely free here on YouTube. But I'll probably also offer that as a mini course, and the mini courses are priced, most of them are below $20, and when we get a new one out, sometimes I drop some more off of that as well. So if you do like the look of those projects, then there will be an opportunity there for you to buy a little tutorial for a very low price, and to go through all of that with me. So, not overly edited this video. Do let me know in the comments if any of that sounds good to you. If you're looking forward to those new videos, you'll also see some new thumbnail styles as well. And I'm really looking forward to the rest of this year and making extra content for you here on YouTube.